Skincare Saturday. So I'm actually giving you a bonus skincare Saturday here because I've done 2 today. But this, I am going to show you nano needling. So not micro needling. It's very similar. It's called nano needling. And if you're a little bit shy of using needles, this is an amazing way because you can use this at home. There's no medical oversight needed for this. So I'm using the Dr. Pen M8. You can get these pens from anywhere. I think I got this off TikTok Shop. Might have been about 30 quid or something. You can get them off Shein. It doesn't matter what machine you use. You can get fancy ones or you can get cheaper ones. So I'm using EGF, the Clinica EGF. And I'm using the calcium after the calcium, I think it's called, these stem cells. So at the minute, I'm just double cleansing my face. So make sure that your skin is really clean. I have washed it with Vaseline first and wiped that off. And then I'm just giving it another quick wipe over to make sure there's any grease and debris gone. I'm just showing you there my troublesome areas. And it's this loose skin just under the eyes, which tends to wrinkle overnight when I sleep on it. So it tends to get dry and dehydrated. So the nano needles are ideal for around sensitive areas and around the lips because it is absolutely pain-free. So the nano needles just go into the upper epidermis. So they're not going into the deep dermis, it's just the top epidermis, but it's driving that product deep into the skin or the top layer of skin where you need it rather than it just sitting on your skin. So if you're using products such as peptides that may be over the 500 Dalton rule, they are going to sit on the skin. You need to be able to get these products inside the skin. So this is the top of the nano needles. As you can see, the little pyramid type needles, and I'll turn it on there. You can see it vibrating. Honestly, it's absolutely pain-free. So again, if you don't want to go down the microneedling route and you don't want to use the deep needles, set it on 0.25. Whatever speed that you want to use it on is absolutely fine. You can turn the speed up or you can lower the speed lower depending on what you want to try it at. But honestly, for around the eyes, it's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to draw up what this is epidermal growth factors, and this is by Clinica. So you must use products that are formulated specifically for microneedling. Don't just use any old serum because you could damage the skin that way. It's got to be something that is formulated for microneedling and specifically for entering the skin by the little dermal needle rolls dermal needle micro injuries that you make in the skin. So even microneedling by itself is just such a great way to help to form more collagen and elastin. So as you can see here, I'm just moving it in circular motions under the skin. I do feel like the best ways to use this is to stamp them. So to just press on them and stamp them. After you sort of rub the product in, a little bit of circular movements around the eyes on the orbital bone, you can start to stamp the product in. So again, it's absolutely fantastic for lines and wrinkles because it's going to help to stimulate more collagen growth. So as you can see, I'm doing the stamping method here. So if you're a little bit worried about dragging anything around the skin, then just stamp it on. You might have already seen the little gold, they call it stamps that you can buy and you put your product in. But by the time you've paid for a few of those, you might as well have bought a Dr. Pen or whatever other brand that you want to buy. It's totally up to you which brand of pen. I do prefer the Dr. Pen. I've had them for years. So you can see I'm going to do it around my lips as well. So again, it's another delicate area that you can microneedle or nano needle, I should say. You can microneedle over your lips, but you have to be very careful if you're prone to cold sores because the irritation could set off a cold sore reaction with that, which you don't want. So just stamp it on again. You're squeezing the product out. So I'm using a syringe and I use a drawing needle to draw up the product, and then I just squeeze the product out and use the microneedling machine over the top. Just a few minutes. You can do this once a week. Where microneedling you do probably once every 6 weeks, but with this you can actually do it every week. You can see that there's redness formed already because it's bringing blood to the surface of the skin. I'm just putting the calcium on there. So this is the stem cells because this will penetrate now that I've made those little micro injuries. So just dab that on and there you go. That's me under the ring light, so you can see it's on my back camera, so there's no beauty filter on there or anything. On this one you can see all my broken blood capillaries, because that is just normal skin. We have normal skin, and it's red there. But that'll be lovely, and you can carry on using the stem cells for a couple of days after your nano treatment, just to carry on that. But let me know what you think. Would you use a nano needle over a micro needle? The M8, you can use the normal micro needles as well as the nano needles. It's just the needles that you buy, so it's whatever preference. Or I use both. So for very sensitive areas around the eyes and around the lips, I'll use the nano needles, and for any fleshier areas, I'll use the micro needles. So let me know what you think. My name's Sophie. I specialise in cosmetic medicine here at Pin Aesthetics.